Wednesday, May the 20th, 2020. A special shout out to Reese Lightning, aka Reese Lindsay. Happy birthday today, Reese. Hope you have a great day. Just a reminder that you make sure that you're completing any links in this PowerPoint. It is one of your last ELA lessons of the school year. Woo! Cheers! Yay! Woohoo! But really, we're only cheering because it's the end of the digital version of the school year. If it was the regular school year, we'd be upset because we don't want to leave the classroom. However, we are almost done digitally. This is actually one of 2 remaining ELA assignments. Your next one will be assigned next Wednesday, May 27th, which is pretty awesome for you. And I will keep it short so it makes it a lot easier for you going into the end of the year. All right. Remember, we're completing any links underlined. And this is all review. And I'm reviewing basically because next week I'm going to have you practice the Module 8 Week 3 test so that you are ready to go. We've been doing comparative and superlative adjectives. Comparative, compare to people, place, or things. You add ER or the word more. Where superlative adjectives compares more than 2 people, places, or things. And you add the ending EST or the word most before the adjective. All right, for instance, comparative, harder. Life was harder on the prairie than in the city. Those are 2 things. The wolf is the most frightening animal to hear at night. We assume that there are more than 2 animals that you would hear at night. I hear about a dozen birds every morning at 5 a.m. It's pretty annoying and wakes me up, but hey, it happens. We also have our comparative and superlative for the words good and bad. Good becomes better and best. All right, for the superlative. Bad, comparative is worse. Superlative is worst. And we also talked about our adverbs where we just add comparative, the word more, before the adverb happily, and superlative would be most before the word happily. All right, comparative, comparing 2 things. Superlative, more than 2. Go quickly over our vocabulary. First word is sponsor. Say it. Good job. You sound so clear today. Generosity. Say it. Goodwill. Say it. I like how you umphed that one. Grateful. I didn't say it. Okay, you could say it. Grateful. Say it. Good job. Exception. Say it. Good. And sensible. Say it. Good. And as we know, these are important to our story, but not really important when it comes to testing. So I just wanted to go over our definitions and examples on day 1, like we always do, just to prepare you for our story. Alright, we also did context clues. They're words around an unknown word. They're going to help you figure out what that unknown word is. Sometimes it's a comma with the definition right next to it. Sometimes you actually have to use clues around it, like cuddle and lick my face all day. That would be affectionate. Or controversy, you have to use words like disagreed to help you out, figure out what the meaning of the word is. So we have to look into those synonyms, antonyms, definitions, and examples. This week, our primary focus has turned to Latin roots. Alright? And we started Latin roots on Monday, and we started the Latin root of call, as well as the Latin root of ject. Alright? Call, VOC means call. Ject means throw, alright? So some way vocal and vocabulary have to do with call. So if I actually go into this and I decide I'm going to use, boom, I'm going to go into my link here. Alright, and I'm going to go and I have my PowerPoint, my dictionary here. Alright, so if I didn't know what the word, and in my PowerPoint it was the word vocabulary or vocal. Alright, I'm going to look up the word vocal. Sorry. Mr. Key is all over the place. I apologize. Alright, and I didn't know what the word vocal means, but I know it has something to do with call. So I'm going to look it up in the dictionary. V-O-C-A-L. In the dictionary. Vocal. Uttered by voice. Produced in the thorax. Uttered with voice. Alright, so if I'm uttering with voice, that is some way calling. Alright, so I connected it with my definition in my Latin root. J-E-C-T means throw. Alright, so if I'm looking and I'm going to look at the word eject or projected, I'm going to go projected. All right, what's the meaning of projected, dictionary? And sometimes I can even ask my Echo device right behind me to help me out. All right, so project, a planned undertaking such as a definitive formatted piece of research. Oh, that's project. I'm sorry. Projected. Here it is. Projected. It's dictionary definition 2. To devise in the mind a plan, figure, or estimate for the future. To throw or cast forward. Throw or cast forward. So if projected means throw, it's pushing forward. So that's going to help me figure out my meaning. So what you're going to have to do is that you're going to have to go, and we're going to complete this Latin roots page, which is kind of difficult to do on a Google form, but hey, I figured it out. So you're going to write your name. All right. For instance, if your name is Albie Strauss, you write your name. All right. Your homeroom teacher is Mr. Key Albury. All right. Still your homeroom teacher. All right. Some people have Miss Woodward. Some people have Miss Polly. Either way, just click on your right teacher and it makes things easier. This says to circle the Latin root in each word in the word chart and then complete the chart by looking up the meaning of each word using a print or online dictionary. I actually give you a link for a dictionary so it makes it easier for you. And then you want to write the definition next to it's connected to the root, all right, and how it's connected to the root. So here is voke, which means call. Project means to throw, all right. And here's my dictionary link. If I have trouble, I just click on my dictionary link, all right, and I can get my definition there. All right, and my first word is invocation. So I can actually go and copy and paste invocation. But first it says, what is the Latin root in the word invocation? So where is my Latin root in this word? Oh, it's right there. V-O-C. All right, good. All right, and that's the dictionary definition of invocation. So my Latin root, VOC, means a call of some sort. So I'm going to type in invocation, look it up in my dictionary, my handy-dandy dictionary. All right, and I want to come up with a definition that is close to something that has to do with a call. All right, in this case, the act or process of petitioning for help or support, does that give a call? No, call's not in there. A calling upon for authority or justification. Oh, there it is. A calling upon. All right, so invocation would be a calling upon. All right, so I'm going to paste that in. All right, what is the connection to the Latin root? All right, that means my Latin root is VOC, which means call, and invocation is a calling upon for authority. All right, it's a call for someone in charge. All right, so that's what you're going to do for the word vocalize. You're going to do for the word conjecture, and you're going to do for the word dejected. So you're going to make sure you're doing all of those, and then you're pressing the submit button for vocabulary. All right, so I'm going to have you go complete that now. So pause this video and complete that work. Well, if you're back, that means you just completed the vocabulary page, which was awesome. All right, so great job there. Last week we asked and answered questions. All right, we also went and we found out elements of poetry, and stanza was our word of the day last week. All right. Theme we went over the other day, and that's the lesson or message the author wants to share with you as the reader. I showed you that great PowerPoint, that great video using Star Wars is related to theme. You kind of look for those repeated words or phrases to help you determine what the author's trying to tell you. All right, you got to keep it in count. Those word choices, events, feelings, and the speaker's point of view when it comes to a poem's theme. This week we're going to talk about text and graphic features. So this one page can be text features, and the next can be graphic features. All right, so text features help readers understand parts of their story. For example, headings can show chapter or section breaks in a story. All right, different typefaces also show emphasis or indicate a title or a subtitle. All right, so if I'm looking, here's my type styles. All right, I have type styles of boldface, italics, all capital letters, and large letters. Alright, those are my examples, and sometimes they show us the chapter or section breaks. Some will give me a title or subtitle. So when words in a story appear in all capital letters or in boldface, we usually know that it is the title of that section. When there are words in italics, and the italics are kind of those curved words, so you see it's curved, right? You see this is curved. That usually indicates emphasis on certain words. In some texts, such as poems, italics, those curved words, might be used instead of quotation marks to tell you what the character is saying or thinking. Alright? We're also going to use graphic features, which are visuals such as illustrations or maps. They connect you, the reader, to the story by explaining or illustrating the characters, the setting, or other parts of the story. For example, a map. Alright, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. A map can better help readers understand where a story takes place and visualize a fictional setting. Alright, it's going to help you understand where the story takes place and fictionalize a setting. Illustrations also allow you to picture the characters and setting of a story and also contribute to the tone and beauty of the text. So what you're going to do right now is you're going to click on the text and graphic feature form, and you are going to complete this form. All right, there's not that many questions, and you're going to need your My Book 2 for this. So you'd write your name, you'd select your homeroom teacher, and you're opening your My Book 2 to page 218 and 219. All right, so when you're on there, it's going to ask you, what do the pictures on these pages show? That's pages 218 and 219. All right. And what does the picture reveal about how Ha feels when she's learning English? So look at the different text, the graphic features here, and it gives you an understanding of how Ha is feeling as she learns this English language. So go ahead, complete this page, all right, and then come on back to the PowerPoint as we go into our reading logs. All right, so when you're ready, come on back over, and we will prepare you log for this week. As a reminder that in our reading logs, you want to make sure that you're giving 6th grade work. All right, this should be multiple sentences with proper grammar use. Remember, you're graded on grammar, sentences, and content to your answer. How much you give is how you grade it. 2 for 2, everything's perfect, has the title with correct grammar, and has the answer in 3 or more sentences. A 1 out of 2 is your grammar needs some work, has the title, but it's missing proper grammar, and his answer is in only 2 sentences. And a 0 is grammar needs work, does not have the title of the story, and the answer is in 1 sentence or less. So what's expected today in Wednesday's log is that you're going to ask 5 questions about your story. All right, because remember, good readers ask and answer questions as they read. So reading logs must be in complete sentences with correct proper use. For example, the story I'm reading is The One and Only Ivan. 5 questions I have about this story, about the story are, and I'd ask 5 different questions listed. You guys some of you did a really great job with this on Monday. All right, and here is my assignments that I'm responsible for the week that has to be turned in by Thursday at 3 o'clock. All right, Monday, Grammar 4.3.3, Theme Worksheet, and Reading Log on Schoology for 518. A lot of you have completed this already, which is amazing. Great job. For Wednesday, today, you have the PowerPoint for today, Vocabulary Latin Roots Forum, Text and Graphic Features Forum, and your Reading Log on Schoology there. Alright, so make sure that you log into that and you are giving me your best work and your best effort. Good luck and have a day.